So now we're back over with Ayumi and we walked all the way to the left. So let's read this once again because I kind of forgot to record it last. Strange but true stories of the occult. Things have taken a truly frightful turn, dear readers. I stand now at the brink of a new age for the occult world. Nothing will ever be the same again. I wonder if it will ever be possible to convey words the significance of where I'm standing at this very moment. Prepare yourself for a report unlike any other, for I am presently within the cursed school building inside Heavenly Host Elementary, and it is all thanks to my high-skilled protege, Naho Sanoki. Many of you may know the name. She has the ability to communicate with spirits, and it's through these connections that a way has been devised, a means of accessing the sacred ground. Together with my faithful cameraman Taguchi, I have made use of this method, which sees these cursed halls with my own eyes. I have set foot into a school building that should no longer exist, a forbidden land of the dead. In addition to this article, Taguchi and I will also be capturing ample video footage. We have no clear plan of attack, so we'll simply explore and record. What will become of us in these dilapidated halls? What secrets will we uncover? Will we be able to learn the truth about what happened here? It may seem odd in such macabre surroundings, but I can't help but feeling excited about what awaits us. Surely, dear readers, you can relate. I sincerely hope you'll be anticipating my next installment with bated breath. For now, however, I must put down my pen. There's work to be done. I must gather evidence of this remarkable excursion, for soon I shall be regarded as a living witness of the dead. Naho's mentor, the occult writer, Kyo Kibiki, investigative reporter, inasmuch as you can call him as a spook mag anyway. Guess he's here somewhere too. Don't want to speak ill of him, but he always seemed to think of Naho as his cash cow. He obviously came here solely to get his hands on a big scoop. The man would wake the dead if he could write about it afterwards. I didn't realize that girl with the dead fish eyes had a mentor. Kibiki's choice of words in this article suggests he came here of his own volition. Naho made it sound the same way for her too. Then there's that first blue ghost we spoke with. He said he was trapped here all by the curse of the children. With the little girl, Yuki, she said that she wasn't responsible. So that leaves only one possible explanation. We're here because we flubbed the Sachiko ever after charm. Hey, someone found it out finally. The sole reason we're all put here through this hell is because we angered Sachiko. If only I'd paid more attention to Naho's blog entry. If only we performed the charm successfully. Shinazaki, I just thought if we could be friends forever. How was I supposed to know something this horrible would have happened if we failed? What the hell kind of charm has a risk like that anyway? In all my time dealing with this stuff, I've never... Don't beat yourself up, Shinazaki. This came out of left field. None of us could have possibly known. God, you're supposed to be my friends. I'm so sorry, everyone. Suzumoto, Shinohara. It's all my fault. It's because of me. Shinazaki. Interesting. So at least someone else finally figured out that they accidentally messed up the charm. So, guess that means, what is it? That, I wonder if they'll figure out that they need to redo it again and leave. But I'm guessing, of course, if Ayumi hears that, she's gonna be like, no, we're not gonna leave. Oh, there's a small notebook on the floor here. Sure. What is this? I'd recognize that signature anywhere. This is not... Acquired her notebook. Findings, it says. I don't mean to pry, but I'm really curious. Ayumi flips open the notebook, only to find it's more like a miniaturized 3-ring binder. A few papers are still inside, covered with hastily scribbled words, but there's space for many more. Naho's notes 1 out of 5. Examination of secret spaces, File 1, Ghost Therapy, Heart Surgery Ward, Investigation pending. Examination of the spaces, File 2, Cape Prefecture, Heavenly Host Elementary School, Investigation in progress. Method of ingress obtained. Requires 2 or more participants. Method of egress obtained. We will need to gather more information and plan very carefully, but it can be done. Encountered fierce spiritual resistance while simply researching the Shinozaki estate. Right side of the body paralyzed, left eardrum ringing, orbs visible in paragraphs, influence confirmed. Severe dizziness, nausea, and blood BM experienced. Symptoms persist for weeks. Significant dangers clearly present. Next investigation will place others at risk. Maybe best to leave Mr. Kibiki behind. Seems he returned empty-handed again today. How many times has that happened with this publisher? He writes such interesting pieces, but never receives due credit. They're too daft. They don't appreciate him. Poor guy can't catch a break. But all that will change once his next serial is published. I'll do everything in my power to help him get the recognition he deserves. Naho would frequently post these examinations of secret spaces on her blog. This must be some of the data she collected for that. Never thought I'd be reading her next update like this, though. I wish I could have met her under normal circumstances and made friends with her or something. And I had her pass me this book so I could read it over the next update with her blessing instead of just finding it. Naho has really been my hero, the person I admired most. Huh, interesting. I mean, it makes sense. So now we need to literally find 4 other. So, where are they? I don't know. But at least I know that being as Ayumi will find them. So, let's do this. How about we go left, go pretty much in a clockwise position. So we'll search everywhere left because the notes, as always, will appear in order. Because that's something I've noticed that this game does, is that... Oh, this must be number 2. Some loose pages from Naoho's notebook lie haphazardly spread out on the ground. Her notes 2 out of 5. I had a final exam today, so I went to school for the first time in quite a while. It seems while I was gone, Kibiki came here to Heavenly Host without me. It's too dangerous, we don't have enough data, he said, trying to justify why he'd skulk into the sacred ground behind my back. His assistant Taguchi most likely put him up to it. I did give him all the details on how to return home from here, and it's a fairly simple process, but I can't help worrying about him nonetheless. At any rate, the blog's been updated, and I do feel bad about dragging my friend Sayaka into this, but it's time to dive headfirst into these trenches and really feel out what this place is all about. What's this? Blood? No, what could have happened to her before she died here? Oh, interesting. So she pretty much sacrificed somebody, so you need at least 2 participants. So let's not have anybody die. Because that would be a bad thing. Be stuck here forever. Oh, and there's the next one. Notes 3 out of 5. Heron and I will detail the proper observations of Sachiko Shinazaki's charm, as well as the mean of reversing its effects and returning home. Hater. Hater? No, it can't be. Oh, so she pretty much figured out how to get back? So... where would we... Okay, let's start exploring. Let's see... if it's anywhere up here. So it's not that. Not there. Go back upstairs again. Because I don't think it'd be to the upper right, at least. Because unless they pretty much figured out on us opening up the secret passage, then I doubt they would know for us to go this way. Classroom is somewhere we could go. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh god, blood splatter. Well, since we can save, what's this? There's a lone student ID tag laying on the floor. Oh, there's a student ID tag. Oh, is this... Oh, what's this one? Strange with two... Oh, more true stories. I guess we'll read this one. I shouldn't be alone. I shouldn't be alone. We are not the first to come here, it seems. There have been many more before us, and every one of us had either died or been swallowed up by the school itself. Oh, God. It skipped. There's a massive curse encompassing this entire building. It's like an entity onto itself. It slowly devours the souls of men. It chips away at a person's core, sanity, reason, and even identity, eventually destroying him, and nothing that made him who he is left behind. Once it's gripped in your heart, you'll quickly succumb to despair and loneliness. The essence of what makes you human is literally eaten away, as if by worms. When this happens, the body begins to necrotize, and the soul becomes as black as spent ash. We've come to regard this process as darkening, and whoever succumbs to the darkening process becomes an inseparable part of the school itself. In rare instances, one might be able to avoid the full act of darkening, instead fated to be seared unbearably by intense, violent thoughts and emotions. But most of the time, his soul will be rooted here, and he will be cursed to wander these halls for eternity, with no hope of passing or exorcism. Thus, my use of the word swallowed, that this school swallows us whole, growing fatter with each tortured soul every day. It makes me shudder just thinking about it, the means by which we've come here, the sachiko charm. If its particular ever got out to the mainstream, the school would never go hungry again. Oh no! To any who may be reading this fourth installment and soon the fifth, it's clear that you're a victim trapped within this hellish place, just as I am. The least I can do is give you some advice to help you keep alive as long as possible. If you still have even the dimmest shred of hope, hang on to it. Keep it firmly in your heart. Never give up on it. I can't stress that enough. I hope you'll be looking forward to the part 5. My assistant Taguchi has disappeared somewhere. Now that I'm by myself, I can no longer go home. So I'm just going to keep writing. It's my one true calling after all. No matter what happens, as long as there's life left in me, as long as my hands can still move, I'll never stop writing. So, need to watch out for anybody, like, darkening. Because pretty much, if they do, they're screwed. So we can't go that way. We need to find... We're still on the look for the page 4. Looks like we need to go up these stairs. Oh wait, isn't this the library? Can we go in there finally? Oh hey. It's him. You know what? We need to find somewhere to save. Let's go back and save. I don't trust any of this. Can we go in that room? Because there is blood splatter. The door's locked. Is there a key somewhere? Is there a key on you? Dumb child. Huey. How about we go... Wait. Oh, what the hell? Is that blood? Oh, guess now we can actually go in. I'm dumb. I wonder, whatever could that be? Completely empty. I don't trust it, so I'm not going to look at it. Oh, and there's number 4. Hibiki, I'm so sorry. My readings were far too broad, and my interpretations of them overly naive. This place is not the simple plane of spirits I previously surmised it to be. If we don't get out of here ASAP, we'll be in real danger. I think... Oh. Way out. I can't even read any of these. Doing so will meet malicious spirits that dwell... No. Intend to continue my investigation until a more reliable method is found. Until then, please be safe. I want to see you again, Kibiki. More than anything, I want to feel you stroke my hair. There's so much blood on these pages. They're hard to read. Get out. I don't really trust that. Since he doesn't look stationary. I'm trying to think of where we should go next. Is there anything in this classroom? Oh! I just randomly guessed this time. Number 5 out of 5. Pages are all blank. Ugh, these papers. Just looking at them makes my head throb. It's like they're somehow filled with emotion, like Naho's feelings have been projected onto them. I can smell him. I'm getting closer. Soon I'll be with him again. The letters are just appearing on these blank sheets of paper. It's like they're being written right now in front of my eyes. My consciousness is fading. My hands are jet black. But I'm alright. I'll be with him again soon after all. Naho's notes, 6 out of 5. I found you, Kibiki. I found the room you ran into. Wait for me. Naho notes, 7 out of 5. I miss you. I'm going to hug you now. 8, or numbers, ooh. Everything's gone dark. My body's a black mist. What the hell? Naho, Ooh, this is interesting. Is she the black mist that attacked in the infirmary? But no, that can't be because she's still, like, what is it? She's still the same. Like, she has her spiritual body, though she looks dead in the eyes. uh, so I'm guessing we can go back up here. I want to check out the library for once because every single time we've literally been unable to. Today's Spirit Breaker Cruciamental was divided into two souls. One painted red, the one painted green. Closet trespassers will be expelled. Oh? No. Well, if it isn't Ayumi Shinozaki, how are you holding up? Naho, I'd like to share with you some information I've gathered. You have my attention. What did you find? So, Sachiko was the perpetrator. I had no idea. Very interesting indeed. Thank you for providing me with this valuable data. However, you've only solved half the mystery. You have yet to determine who exactly Sachiko is. Oh? There's still a lot of ground left to cover before we've learned all there is to know about this school. At any rate, there's someone I need to find. If you'll please excuse me. I'm not done talking to you yet. But I've lost interest in what you have to say. Who's that boy in the staff room, I wonder? Was he a classmate of yours? A brother, perhaps? There's a bond of love between you, and it's what keeps you going. I would enjoy it so if more people like that came around for me to watch. It's quite entertaining. Oh no. Naho, I'm disappointed in you. Now why would that be? Weren't you a veritable fangirl of mine? It's because of this. Ah, what is this Sachiko in the ever after crap? And what are the ruins of Shinozaki Estate? Naho knows 3 out of 5. Okay, so we get to finally listen to what they were saying. Herein, I will detail the proper observance of Sachiko Shinozaki's charm, as well as the means of reversing its effects and returning home. Pager. Sachiko in the Ever After, procedure for proper observance. The spell triggered in the phrase, Sachiko, we beg of you. It must be chanted once for each participant, then one additional time for Sachiko. Following this, the proxy doll will be torn apart. Should the proxy doll recovered from the ruins of the old Shinozaki state be unavailable, a printed facsimile will suffice for the purposes of this ritual. If everything is performed indicated, the spirit will pass by harmlessly and do nothing of note should occur. If any part of this ritual is performed incorrectly, however, then Sachiko herself will descend upon any viable spirit medium in the vicinity, and all presents will be afflicted with her curse and spirit her way in the sacred ground. So, on her blog it said that you only had to say it for the number of people who were there, and now she's saying in the notebook that you have to say it an extra time. Procedure for reversal. If you've angered Sachiko, you may atone by redoing the ritual properly, but in reverse. First, procedure you remnant of the proxy doll. You intentionally put the wrong directions on your blog. You wanted the ritual to fail. Did you do it for him, your beloved? Your mentor, Mr. Kibiki? You were trying to make sure he had a large sample size to study for this article. What the hell is so funny? You think you're so smart, huh? Well, you're not. So go fish. Go fish. What the hell does that mean? She's saying it's a lie. Anyone who takes stuff posted on the net and swallows it wholesale is a fucking dumbass. A total retard. You're shaking. You can't tell me that you didn't have the slightest inkling that it ever crossed your mind something like this might have happened. How many people did your little whim send a slow, painful death, huh? You're the one who spread Sachiko's curse across the entire country. You! Don't you think I know that? But Kibiki, my dear Kibiki, smiles at me when I do right by him. Oh, Kibiki, my sweet, succulent mentor. I would do anything for you, anything at all. But you occult freaks, you can go all rot in a corner for all I care. You're a horrible person. Horrible, horrible, horrible. God, how could you? It's my duty to protect my dear mentor's job, and I won't let anyone get in my way. No, you died here. And? Do you remember what you were thinking when you died? What you were looking at? I don't actually. That's the one moment I just can't recall, in fact. No matter how much I try, it won't come to me. Your selfish egotism cost you the person you loved most. What? You really don't remember, do you? Your very last actions as a human being after you lost all hope, but before you died. You weren't swallowed up by the school probably because of your abilities, but you did succumb to the hot darkening. Do you get it now? You killed him. You killed the man you loved. You killed Mr. Kibiki. You took his life with your own bare hands. Oh, and now she's freaking out. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh god, that's terrifying. Oh, is she dead? Like, dead? Oh. She's gone now. Give me a break. Is this some kind of horror movie or something? You okay? Got the baby statue. Acquired the name tag for her as well. So, now with the baby statue, we can go and put that in the other place, I'm guessing.